Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man. And today I got y'all with a Dennis Rodman build, man. It is a dope power forward build, but whatever you do, make sure that like button's blue and subscribe if you are new, man. For this build, we will be using the metric system. Just a little heads up, man. We're gonna go with 2.04 meters, 118 kilograms, 2.24 meters. As far as the wingspan goes and body shape is completely up to you. I would suggest going with defined because burly, I mean, you can't go with that on this build because the weight is high enough, but it makes you do look kind of fat. Can't even front. So, alright, we are going to get started with the actual finishing on this build, and it will have plank. So, alright, first things first, we're going to start off with the close shot. The close shot, we're going to take that up to a 73. Damn, I went way too far. So, yeah, 73 for the close shot. The drive and the layup, we're going to go up to an 82. Well, there's going to be plenty to be able to finish these layups, man, but just kind of be careful. You know, if you played a little bit of this game, you know that interior defense is something serious, man. We're going to take the driving dunk up to a 92, and that, you know, just so happens to be the level where you get all the contact dunks, man. Then we're going to take the standing dunk up to a 79. Now, you see, we do get posterizer on gold. I mean, that's all you're going to be able to get on this, unless you want to put your standing dunk higher, but in order to do that, you probably have to, not standing dunk, but either your driving dunk or your standing dunk a little bit higher, but we're not going to do that, man. So for this build, we're going to put mid-range all the way up, and it does go to an 85, which is pretty decent, to be quite honest. And then for the free throw, we're going to go with an 81, so you will be able to hit those at a very decent level, man. You shouldn't be out there playing free throws with this build. Just trust me, man. Find a good free throw. One of the ones that I actually use a lot is Klay Thompson. I think it's a pretty nice free throw. Alright, for the pass accuracy, this is one of those things that makes builds more playable, man. I would just suggest going with an 85 because you do want to be able to get bullet passer on gold. I think that's a good little thing to have. And I mean, this isn't very Dennis Rodman-like, but you will have pro dribble moves, so this build can do a little bit of ISO. If you want to, you know, grab the other big out the paint, he won't be able to keep up with you, man. Just watch those chase downs. Try to do those reverse under the rim dunks so you can't get blocked, man. And you will get quick first step on silver. Badge count so far, we got 25, 13, and 21. And honestly, this build wouldn't be a Dennis Rodman build unless it had plenty of defense. So I'm gonna make sure we do that, man. This build is gonna be able to guard pretty much any position out there, like for real. Like you're gonna have an 89 interior, so you already know inside you're gonna be pretty solid. 81 perimeter. For the steal, we're gonna put that up to an 80. We do want to be able to unlock interceptor on gold. Hall of Fame is nice to have, but you really don't need it. You'll get plenty. For the block, we're gonna go with a 91. You know, if you've been playing this game like I have, chase downs are kind of crazy. So that's something you can always depend on for some good defensive stops. And this build wouldn't be anything like Dennis Rodman unless it had some, you know, ridiculous rebounding numbers. You know, Dennis Rodman always was one of the greatest rebounders in the league. So, you know, we're going to get a 95 for defensive and a 93 offensive rebound. That gives you 35 defensive badges. And just like any other build, if you have the rebirth, you can go ahead and put those 5 extra badges if you need to. And now we're going to get into the physicals, man. We're going to max out speed. We're going to leave acceleration right there. Strength, we're going to leave that on 65. We're going to take the vertical up to an 80. Then we're going to just put the rest in stamina. And to get you, hold on, we're actually going to take the strength down one just to get some more stamina. It's going to give you an 86 stamina. And that's it, man. That's it for the build. We got a little bit of points left over. We're going to take that, put that into free throw, just so we can get to a 99. The takeovers are up to you. I would suggest going double rim protector takeover. Just choose one that makes the most sense to you. And I would say run with that, man. And this is going to give you a two-way post playmaker. Shades of Dennis Rodman, Pascal Siakam, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Man, that dude's name is tough to say, but all right, we're gonna go ahead and test this build out so I can show you some of the best badges to put on this build to just make it, you know, make it your own. Make it one of those builds that just is really fun to play on. For this This is kind of one of those shorter power forward builds. So hey man, you're gonna be kind of quick. You know, you saw the speed was a 70, which is plenty. You know what I'm saying? For a big man, you got to think those 7'3s, those 7-footers, their speed probably won't be up there. So we can go with Lob City on gold, Slithery Finisher on Hall of Fame. If you do want to finish under the rim, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you want to use this build to finish under the rim, I would suggest putting Fast Switch on. Obviously, you're going to have to put Posterizer on this build just to really make it crazy. I'm going to put Limitless Takeoff, Posterizer, and then for the last few, I'm gonna get a Fearless Finisher and a Bronze Unstrippable just to make the build extra glitchy on the finishing. All right, we're gonna go to the shooting. This build does only have a midi, so don't really focus too much on the threes, but you still want to make sure you get sniper as high as possible, and you want hot zone hunter as high as possible. Now, for this build to be extra effective, I would suggest putting Slippery Off Ball on. If you want to do this build a little bit different, like maybe putting the Fade Ace on if you do want to do faders, they are kind of OP. I mean, I don't personally do them. I mean, I have on my 7-footer, but I wouldn't do it on this build. This build, I would more so just be rim running. They kind of decreased the effectiveness of interior a little bit. Recently, I noticed you get a lot more dunks from square. So this is the perfect build for that. And we do actually have very decent playmaking on this build. So I would put Bullet Passer on gold for sure. Quick First Step on silver. Unpluckable on silver, but you don't really need it that high. You can go bronze if you want to. Glue Hand is a definite. So this build is one of those builds that is going to be able to get out in transition pretty easily. And just to help you out with that, putting downhill on. If you're going to be one of the primary rebounders, I would suggest putting Break Starter on, but if I was using this build, I don't think I would need it. All right, for the defensive badges, we want to have this build up top, playing a lot of defense. So, it can be up top. So it's pretty much a log. It's kind of fast. You would be able to play a lot of defense up top. We're gonna put Interceptor on though, just because that makes the build fun to play on. I'm putting Chase down on Hall of Fame. It's already overpowered, and I want it even more overpowered. We can go Rebound Chaser on gold. Put Box on gold as well. Rim Protector on gold. Off-ball Fest gold. Pogo on gold. And if you're gonna be using this build to set screens, make sure you put something on Brick Wall. I know you don't necessarily need it, but it does help. Intimidator on gold, that's a goated badge this year. And we're gonna put Brick Wall on silver, man. And that is pretty much it for the build, man. Let me know how y'all feel about the build down in the comment section. I will catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.